What is up, guys, gals, and minions? It is me, Noir Proxy, and as you can see here, about to jump into Dungeon of the Endless Alpha. Yep, this game is actually an early access game on Steam. It is very, very promising and very, very cool. I actually got this the first time it came out, which I believe was actually at the beginning of the year, or maybe just before that in 2012 during Christmas time. I cannot remember, it might have been November, but it was a really, really awesome experience from what I played, and what I believe too is that they've added to it, which is really, really cool. Now, before I continue onwards and actually show you what this game is like, let me just tell you what it's all about. Now, Dungeon of the Endless is a little bit unique. It's very, very different to your general type of top-down strategy or RPG game. It does have those kind of mechanics in it, but it's actually a dungeon crawler / tower defense game. Did you actually think something like that might be even possible? I've never heard of a game like that. I mean, you do have some things like, what's it called, dungeon defense and stuff, but they're not very like dungeon crawler or RPG based, I guess you could say. They're more just like one room, defend, move on to the next tower defense or whatever, and that's basically how it is. But this one actually has some kind of like story and progression in it, which is kind of cool, and everything in this game is also randomized. The dungeons that you venture through are all randomized. The heroes that you get at the start are all incredibly randomized. Your entire experience, every time you start a new game, is completely different, which is really cool. All the loot is different. As I said, all the dungeons, all the levels are completely generated through its own editor, which is really awesome too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what this game is like, and then obviously I want you to tell me what you think of it, and possibly you might be able to go get a purchase for yourself and support the game, because as you know, it is early access. This is in alpha. But either way, let's jump into this Dungeon of the Endless. Here we go. Well, that's one really awesome way to start a game. Everybody dies! I'm kidding. As you can see, you were basically on some kind of ship, it's crash landed, and the game is actually telling us that right now. Welcome to Dungeon of the Endless. Your ship has crashed into an unknown dungeon. Not a very good start, as I said. A little bit scary. You control a team of heroes. You must explore the dungeon to find its exit by opening doors. You know what, tutorial, though? I think I can explain it from here. Don't you worry, I'm capable. I hope. But anyway, as you can see here, we have some heroes. These are completely randomized, as I said, so they have their own little different names and stuff. Now, from what I mentioned earlier, I haven't played this game in quite a bit, so they may have introduced a few new little things. Yes. Now, this one thing I'm going to bring up in a second. So, this is one of your heroes. She is called Sarah Numa. She has a nice little biography here to tell you what she's all about and stuff. I believe she's a bounty hunter, this one, so that's kind of cool. So you have a bounty hunter with a gigantic sword. We've also got this dude called Gork Karosa. I definitely feel sorry for him, for his parents calling him that. I'm really sorry, dude. Why don't we just call you Bob? We'll call you Bob. Okay, Bob. Bob is a very powerful ranged attacker, it seems. So as you can see here, he's got a gigantic gun, which is even more cool. Maybe like a space marine or something. So these are the heroes that you start with. And what you must do is venture onwards into the mysteries of these random dungeons. Anything could happen. There might be monsters in any corner. You must fight them. You must level up your heroes to defend themselves and make sure that they survive. If your hero dies, they are gone forever. That is it. They're kaput. They're just monster food. It sucks basically that much. Now, this is your spaceship, and your spaceship contains this little crystal. You must make sure you look after this, because what this will do is protect your turrets when you make them to defend your ship. You must defend your crystal, but all at the same time, the crystal powers your turrets that defends it. It's very unusual. And then what you do is when you actually find the exit to one of those, these dungeons, you must then carry the crystal to the exit before everybody dies or that crystal gets taken down. And then when you're actually moving that along, your turrets will also be getting disabled, like one room by one room. So you've got kind of like a thing against time at the same time, which is kind of cool too. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, let's move onwards. So who should we take first? I'm going to ask Sarah Numas to move onwards. Now, before we open this door too, it seems that she has a passive skill. Now, in the early access alpha at the start, so this obviously is the early access alpha still, but earlier on in its development, the characters didn't actually have passive skills. So this says that she can operate major modules by herself, and it actually has a nice little, cutesy, humorous, description at the bottom too. Even when there's no grease or bananas. I don't actually know what that means, but let's just move onwards. So, I'm going to open the door and see what happens. Now, this is all kind of turn-based in a way. So as you can see here, she did move onwards, and then usually what would happen is an enemy might walk into the room and try and kill you, and it kind of works on that basis. Now, one thing that's actually kind of cool too is that you don't actually have to control your characters and tell them who to attack and stuff. They'll do it completely automatically. They'll do it based on who is the most dangerous creature and stuff, and focus on people that way. So, where should we go next? But as I said, it's one of those things we have to try and pick and decide where we should move onwards to. All these rooms are completely randomized, you never know what's going to be in them. Now, the next thing to talk about is turrets. Now, these little slots here where you put your turrets, these gigantic ones where you kind of add modules to kind of build your base and your defenses. So, from what I remember, these are your inventory slots for your, like, turrets and stuff. You have... These ones are your modules, so from the last time I played it, there was never such thing as called a science creator, so I'm not entirely sure what that does. It says it generates more science, so I assume some kind of research station then. You then have industry, which is basically your building resources. You then have food replicators, which per turn will build up food, which allows you to level up your characters, so if you can engage one of these again... Here we go, look. So then if we go... Wait, there you go. Oh, awesome. So here, look, you've got some, like, food requirements. So if your character gets damaged, you can use food, which is located here, where my mouse is located, and it'll actually heal them and give them some health back. Or you can spend even more and level them up and increase their stats, which is obviously really awesome. At the moment, I only have 10 food, but I can use that to level up one of my characters, or I can save it and use it in the future. At the same time, underneath it, there's a little plus number, look. So per turn, when one of these characters moves, or I think it's when you go through one of these doors, you'll end up actually making 2 like resources and stuff for your food. So for now, I'm thinking, what should we use? Should we have an industry generator, or should we get a food replicator? Seeing as we're not making much food, I'm thinking we should probably initiate a food replicator. There we go, all nicely built and stuff. And what this character will now do is she'll stand next to that and in a way buff it. She'll kind of like advance it along with its actual operation and stuff like that. So let's say you don't want them to like attack anything, if you had like a weak attacker or maybe like an engineer class. What they can do is they can focus on making this work even better and stronger while the other players go out and do something else. So watch this, look. So I should be able to open this door with her. And as you saw, the resources gained has actually decreased. I believe it was plus 10. We've got some enemies here to fight too that were hiding in this room, defending this module. So if she could kill those for us, that would be really awesome. Let's also get one of my friendly characters to help her out, actually, because she's about to die. She was able to be saved before he could come in there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, as you saw there, her health did go down, but once her battle has been completed, her health will regenerate, which is excellent. Now, as you can see, we've cleared a room. We've now unlocked a new module. Now, as I said, when you actually, like, interface with one of these things, looks, let's say we wanted to have this dude dedicate his entire life, his objective, to making this, like life food reciprocator thing work even more, he'll actually dominate it, look. So as he goes over there, look. And now, hopefully, he's supposed to go to it. If you could go to that, it'd be really, really awesome. I need to make sure how you get this thing to work. I can't really remember. Maybe it's only her who can do it. Oh, here you go. Okay, here we go. So maybe because her passive skill, as you can see, as you can see here, is that she can actually, she can operate major modules. So that's one of her main abilities. She kind of works as like a factory buffer too. So the next thing we want to try and do is maybe make one of these things. So what we could do here is make an industry generator. That means we are making food, but also building resources at the same time. And what we've also done is, because we built this module to actually build stuff, we've then made this cube thing send energy out, which powers these turret nodes. So we can now build turrets which will defend stuff as well. So that's kind of cool. So that means we kind of know the layout of our base so far. So what we need to try and do now is move onwards and see what is beyond this door. We do not know what it could be. It'll probably be something really, really bad. We'll make sure this guy goes through first, because as you know, he can't buff this thing because his passive skill doesn't allow him to buff modules. So she's going to keep doing that, and it'll allow us to get some more resources per door opening. So here we go. What could be beyond here? Seems to just be a lone corridor, but with no enemies in it. Very interesting indeed. But we do have some turret modules, so we might want to put some of those in the future. I'm not entirely sure what kind of turrets are now in the game. There might be some more and stuff like that. So this little turret that we have at the moment is called a prisoner prod, which does low damage to enemies in the room. So, should we put one of those down? They do cost free resource, though. I think we're okay for now. Let's just keep moving. Let's keep wandering. Bob, what can you find for us? Here's far. Okay, what's this? As I said, I only played this once, and I played it all the way through. It was a very short early access game, but I believe it's going to be completely endless, as the name implies. So what's this thing? Do we attack this? Oh, here we go! Oh! So is this actually a pre-built module? This must be a pre-built module, so it must be one of these science stations or something then. So, okay, so you can actually pick different types of research, like different turrets and stuff. Huh. And as you can see, look, it tells you what they're all about. So this is called a LAN module. A LAN module adds 120% defense to all major modules. That's kind of cool. You also then have a dust field generator, which increases defense of your heroes in the same room, so it'll make them more balsam when your monsters are attacking your bases, you're trying to defend them. You also have a prisoner prod 2. So does it either increases the one that you've got now, or it adds another one to your inventory. I'm not entirely sure there. You then also have a Nero stun, which slows down the speed of enemies in the same room too. So that's kind of cool. It seems we do have 16 science, so we could buy one of these. What do you think, means? What should we get? If you were playing this, which one would you pick? Would you stun enemies and slow them down? Would you do more damage to your normal turrets? Or would you increase the defense of your heroes? Seeing as this is basically like the main defensive area, I'm thinking we'll increase our turrets. Okay, let's use our science. And also we've saved a little bit too, because I think we didn't have much science to begin with. So there we go, it's been activated. It's now glowing with some awesome blue tinge. As you know, I do like different variations of the colour blue. Just a random piece of knowledge for you there. I don't know. We need to try and find another character who can operate modules and maybe buff some of these things. In the original alpha, like the first stage of it, all the characters could actually buff these modules. But it seems now they've made it a little bit more tricky, where only certain characters can do that, which is very, very interesting. Now, seeing as we're using this character here to venture around and wander around and find different potential things of awesomeness, I'm thinking we spend a little food on this dude and level him up. As you can see here, we can increase his health by 100, also increase his defense and his DPS, which is obviously damage per second, and his attack power. So let's use 15 food to level you up. And he's unlocked an active skill, as you can see, Psycho Killer. So this is always active, right? Or do I have to activate it myself? Oh, look! Oh, he activated it. Okay, okay. And it has a bit of a cooldown too. Oh, look, he glows all angry, furious light around him as well. Some kind of unusual, dangerous aura. So, the cooldown is a few seconds. Okay, okay. The description is, polite people call it Berserker Rage, basically. And it increases attack power. Okay, cool. And speed. Is that attack speed or just movement speed? I'm not entirely sure there. But either way, let's move onwards and see what we can find. So, what could be beyond here? We have another corridor. Ooh, and a loot chest. What does this loot chest have for us? And we found a fuzzy. Okay, cool, cool. So let's just open this dude a second. So we have found a fuzzy, which is a new type of gun. And that's a very unique one too, so that's kind of cool. So it lowers the speed of your attack damage, or your movement speed, I'm not entirely sure there. It actually increases attack range, increases attack power, which is very good. And also decreases attack cooldown? So that's kind of cool, so he'll attack a little bit faster. So let's equip that, maybe. There we go, awesome. So he's now equipped that new type of weapon, so we can move onwards and use that. So all the heroes have their own unique weapons, so obviously a melee fighter won't be able to use machine guns and stuff. But if we find like a new type of sword or something, she will be able to use that. What was she called again? She was called Sarah Numus. Kind of awesome indeed. I think she's supposed to be some kind of like homage to Samus Aran or something. I think that's what the name's supposed to imply there. But either way, let's just keep moving. Wait. Oh, no. You stay in that room. We don't want her to move onwards because obviously we're making a lot of food source here. Okay, Bob. Let's keep going. Oh, dear. We found another module. Oh, here we... Oh, look, a friendly merchant. Hi there, you corporate hobo. What do you have for us today? Can I talk with you? How do I talk with you? Let's see, maybe if I open my inventory. I'm not entirely sure here. Do I have to... As I said, I'm not entirely sure how we actually discuss things with this dude. Do I just right-click him? Oh, there you go, you just got to right-click him. Okay, so this is the merchant. It's a market, even if it's small and smelly, dark, dangerous, and violent. So, he does have a new gun for us. He also has some outfits, a tutu, which is kind of cool, in the pinkiness, which is also very cute and awesome. We also have a sword, which might be cool for Saris. I'm not entirely sure. Now, the way that you buy stuff is by using kind of like money, I guess you could say. Now, the money is based on the energy capacity that your little crystal can use. So when you move onwards into these different rooms, it actually increases the capacity, as you can see here. So we can now actually have a light amount. The resource is actually called dust, as you can see. But if we've got 62 to spend here, so we could get a new gun, but we did just find one. I mean, what does this thing do? Attack power 20. The attack power for that one is just 30, so just a little bit more. I think we'll stick with what we have. But we could buy a prisoner uniform, which increases our defense by 5. Okay, we'll buy that. And he actually can use that at the same time too. Now these things with little construction signs on mean that they're still developing them, so things like we can't buy blueprints at the moment, we can't like research different types of outfits and weapons at the moment. And something called FIDs, I'm not entirely sure what that is. We also can't research, as you can see here, look, so obviously the blueprint thing has been grayed out, so we can't actually use the research tab because they're still developing it. This game is still in development, obviously that's why it's an alpha. So we bought that, maybe we could buy, should we buy a sword for our chum too? Wait. I'm thinking maybe we do buy her the sword. Unlocks the duelist class too, which is kind of interesting. Okay, you know what? I will buy that. We'll see what that's all about. So she's now equipped at. We'll also level her up as well. We've got a bit of food to use. And it seems because we've now given her that sword, she's unlocked a new passive ability. And she has an active skill too, which increases her movement speed, which is kind of awesome. But this duelist-like skill that we've just unlocked for equipping the sword, what will this do? Okay, attack cool... Oh, okay, it's an attack cooldown then. Okay, awesome. So that means that she should be able to use attacks a little bit faster. Thank you, merchant, you've been most helpful. Okay, let's move on. Where should we go, bottom or right? I'm thinking we go right. Let's have a little peekaboo over here. Okay. Ooh! We found some food! Excellent! Some random food. It looks like some kind of Sunday roast, which is kind of nice, kind of nummy. Wait! Okay, it seems a monster has actually entered our main room here, which is kind of sucky. Oh dear. It seems that Saras can actually look after that, which is awesome. Well done, Saras! Well done indeed. You are very indeed capable. But maybe we should try and put down one of these turrets just to back her up in the future. So let's pop one of these here. Look, that is nicely built. We've used some resources, obviously, so I think we should be okay for now. Maybe we should put down another one just in case, too. Do you think we should? I'm thinking we do. There we go, cool. So we've got 2 different turrets there. Awesome. And it will protect Saras as she tries to defend that room from any engaging monsters. Now, obviously, you just got to use food to level people up, so it's not one of those things where you send people out in the field and they level up that way from fighting monsters. It's all based on the food that you gain from wandering into rooms and increasing resource that way. So let's keep wandering. Indeed. Not very anything interesting. Wait, we have a wave of monsters coming from this room here. Look, there's a little exclamation mark. Uh-oh. It seems that Bob is getting attacked by little midgets. Merchant, are you okay? I will defend your face! Okay, seems we've taken all the blunt force there and saved him. Are you going to give us some kind of discount for doing that? Doesn't look like it. Now, we have actually unlocked another module here, so maybe we could build something new. Should we get a science creator, which increases science per turn, or we could get a industry thing or food replicator. We do have a lot of food, actually. So maybe we could increase Bob's level a little bit more. Do you think? I don't know, minions. I don't know. That's a lot of food to spend on one dude. You know what? I think I will. I'm going to level you up again. That's awesome. I love the little retro style, though. That's really, really cool. Okay, cool. So we're going to add another food replicator here, I think. Oh, wait. You can't build module. Selected room must be powered with... Oh, wait. Ah! Okay. Wait. I need to try and remember this now. Right. So the thing we need to try and do here is power these rooms up. How you do that, though, I cannot remember. So, as it said there, wait. If we go into this, then click this, then pop that there. Oh, wait, with the middle mouse button. As you can see here, look, we've now powered that, but it's kind of like a node kind of thing, like a power line connection. So as you can see there, look, power actually went into this room, look, from the crystal. There you go. And if we put another one there, look, it filled up one square. And that one has filled another square. But now we need to try and get 2 more nodes to go over here, look, and increase this one, which is a bit of a disadvantage. Indeed. Should we maybe put another turret in here to protect it? I'm thinking so. There we go. Maybe we should put another one down there indeed as well. There we go. It's got 2 turrets protecting this in case any monsters enter this room. So yeah, I think that'll be really good. Very good indeed. Let's keep wandering. Actually, let's go downwards this time. We've gone through there quite a bit. Ah, look. And we've unlocked another module to actually increase our power cables. And we found a loot chest. Excellent. Ooh, a nail gun. What kind of weapon is that? Wait. It seems that this isn't for Bob, though, sadly. This is for some other character. So if we can actually find another hero, that might actually be kind of helpful. Okay, cool. Let's keep wandering, though. So, seeing as we want to try and get our power lines going into this next module, let's increase our thing there. There we go, awesome. So that means we need 1 more module, 1 more room to unlock, and maybe we should be able to add another thing there. Oh, look, he's got a little pug puppy. That's so cute. Let's keep going right, though. Now, one thing to try and remember is to try and focus on maybe one path, because if let's say that you open too many pathways, and you leave too many in the dark, it means monsters will spawn and come down these routes and then attack your base, the little, like, rooms that you're trying to focus on defending, which is obviously a very, very bad boo-boo. So, I think if you light the rooms up, they can't actually spawn monsters, so let's just keep moving. Keep focusing on these areas. Let's open this door here and see what we find. Bob, what kind of mysteries will you uncover next? Oh, it's a dead end, but we have found a module. Oh, it's the exit! Okay, cool. So this is basically our objective now. We must try and get the fudge out of here by carrying the crystal and just carrying it to safety. But what we could also do is maybe risk it and keep wandering. Should we keep wandering around? I'm thinking we keep wandering around. Okay, I guess we could go left this time. I wonder what other kind of dangers await us, minions, possibly your mother. But at the same time, when we do this, we're opening more opportunity for enemies to spawn and attack our dudes, obviously. So they may come from these sections, or we're running this way. Okay, this is going to be a little bit scary, I have to admit. But minions, comment section below, tell me, what do you think to Dungeons of the Endless? I would love to know. As I said, I really liked this game initially, and it's very, very cool. Love the art style, love the gameplay. Love the potential that it has in the future. I don't know what the game's length is like now in early access. As I said, it was quite short originally. Oh, look, it's just one room on this side too. Oh, we found the loot chest. What kind of gun? Wait, we have enemies coming, minions. Ooh, fast-moving ones too. Whoa, wow. They rush you like mad. Okay, Bob, you have some justice suspense here. Okay, cool, we've unlocked some dust too. Oh wait, we have a slow-moving little bug creature, that's not very good. Right, so one... Oh wait, oh no! The merchant's been attacked! Can we save him? Uh-oh, he's gonna die, mate. That thing is huge. Oh no, merchant's gonna die, I think. Oh, that was lucky! Merchant, I thought we lost you then for a second. That would have sucked indeed. Okay, cool, let's just keep moving onwards, let's just keep moving onwards. As I said, minions, monsters can come from anywhere, and if they attack your merchants, you can't find any more awesome loot from his shopkeeping. Okay, wait. So one thing we might want to do here, actually, is deactivate that, and then activate this module here, which will allow us to buy something else. So, should we buy food, or should we buy more industrial resources? I'm thinking more food. There we go, awesome. Remember as well that when you go into these crystal things, move on to the next area, you do keep your resources and your food and stuff too, so you can move them onwards into the next dungeon and use them to kind of set up your base that way as well. Okay, so it's kind of like a preemptive base in a way. You have opened the last door to the current level of the dungeon, but, oh my goodness, we've got monsters coming. Okay, Cyrus, do you maybe want to help us here? Actually, no, it looks like Bob can look after himself, Right. So let's just keep moving, see what else we can find. Oh, wait, that's it. Oh, I see. So that was the last room. So the game actually tells you now if you've actually found all the rooms in this actual thing. Okay, that's a nice little warning. Last time it didn't do that. Right. So the thing we need to try and do now is collect our crystal thing in our original spaceship and beeline it to the escape exit, and we'll see what happens. If we all die, then that's basically the thing of the gods. But seeing as Sarah's actually has something that increases her movement speed, that means that she'll be able to carry this crystal a lot faster. Now, when you carry the crystal, from what I remember, the characters move quite slowly. And obviously that means that they're kind of up for being attacked and stuff. So that's not very good, is it? So Bob, I think if Bob's able to defend her maybe here... yeah, because that means that he's kind of defending the halfway point. We've got some turrets there to defend her too. So, Saras, what I need you to do is collect this crystal and get the fudge out of here. Are you ready, minions? Right, here we go. Yes, I would like you to collect this crystal and then move. Right, she's picked it up. As you can see, the alarms have gone off. Monsters are now spawning. And we need to get the fudge out of here. Bob, be careful. Be careful indeed. Activating the... Wait a minute. Bob's actually getting hurt quite a bit, but remember, we can use food to actually heal him if we need to. Wow, Sarah's actually completely moving the shizzle out of there. But it seems that Bob is not actually regenerating. We need to get everybody out of here as fast as possible now. Sarah's is actually gaining a lot of damage. Can we actually get them out of here? Wait! Bob, no! Bob has died! Bob has died, minions! We have lost Bob! Oh, Gork, whatever you want to call him. Bob, you will be remembered! That took us 22 minutes to do, but still, it was kind of awesome. Now, this is basically just an introduction. I need to learn how this game works, as you know, so... that was a nice little experience, though. As I said, it kind of has a bit of a risk-reward to it, so as you know, as we uncovered those other rooms, it allowed other monsters to spawn from there in different multiple directions and attack us, so it kind of gave them more of an advantage to actually spawn more mobs. And now Sarah's is all alone. Is that actually your name? Have I been calling you the wrong thing? You're called Sarah. Sarah's all alone now, minions, which is really, really sad. So what we would need to do now is venture onwards into this dungeon and try and maybe find some more heroes, potentially, to back us up on our quest. But it doesn't look like it. Oh, no! Seems we've got a monster attacking our... No, do you not attack my crystal? No, bad monster. Do not do that. I think when monsters attack your crystal, it actually makes you lose the dust currency, which allows you to buy stuff, which is kind of a shame from, like, merchants and things. So yeah, try and look after your crystal as much as possible. So we have opened that way. Should we check down quickly? Okay, we have a lot of stuff to check out here. And we've also got a bunch of monsters. Sarah, will you be able to defend your location here? We should probably... Oh, she's dead. She's dead, minions! That is the end of the journey, end of the quest! We only made it through one room! Well, as I said, minions, this game is very addictive. You can go for as long as you like. It's completely endless. And the dungeons get harder. You can find more loot. The loot is endless as well. You can find more heroes. I assume that you can customize them however you like in the future too, like give them different names and stuff like that. So it's very cool. It's got so much potential, which is the main thing. And I see this game with lots of high hopes. I especially love the art style. The art style is amazing. The humor is great too. But minions, I would love to know what you think. Definitely go check it out on Steam. It is out now as early access. It is in alpha, as you can see on the bottom left. I'd love to know what you think, though. I cannot wait to see what this game does for us next, so I will definitely be updating you on what this game does in the future. But either way, remember to share me though if you're not supposed to get giveaways, and definitely check out the Proxy series at page for more giveaways, competitions, and just awesome updates, and I will see you guys, gals, and means next time. Ciao.